Yeah,
Full audio on video? Yeah.
Steve.
Hi. I'm Steve. That's Fernie.
I'm
Not-
Azim,
And we are
the
still
Unnamed.
pod
cast. That's
coming
soon.
to.
Fernie, you have to. It goes.
You. I don't know.
It goes him, then me, then you.
This is coming soon.
I don't know. You have to come up with stuff.
Oh,
We're just saying words.
we're saying words. Okay, everyone messed that up. Okay, we want to start again.
No.
No.
How's
Okay.
it going, guys? Welcome
Hi.
back. Episode 7.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
8.
Oh,
Is
well,
it 8?
8.
is
Yes.
this week's 7? Or is it like a weird number thing because it's like not a thing?
It's 7. This is 8.
Okay.
Welcome 8 to episode 8. You already seen episode 7, most likely, right?
I don't know. Did you?
I don't know math.
No, because episode 7 is releasing, the day after we record this.
Yes.
Okay, so they will have seen 7 before they see 8. That makes
Yes,
sense.
this is that one.
Okay.
Welcome to episode 8.
Are we time traveling?
It's a bit of time travel if you think about it.
Okay.
For the viewer.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about something about time travel.
Okay.
Okay, so you know, like sometimes I don't know, gibber jabber, like gibberish. You know, like sometimes talking backwards. Sounds like,
Mhm.
what happens if you have to talk backwards to send something back in time? Or it won't go through. If you hear something backwards, is
We get it,
Yes.
dude. You watch Tenet.
that what Tenet is about?
Remember? They have everything's moving backwards while they're moving forwards.
Oh, okay.
Do they talk to Missy Elliott and ask her how we can send messages?
It's
Exactly.
me.
She's the master of it. That's all I know.
Like, well,
Yeah.
It's
When
on-
she does that song live, does she sing that backwards part? Like, how did?
Yeah,
or
she
was
does.
that recorded?
No, she sings it.
That's pretty talented.
Yeah.
She's really good. Oh, dude, she's awesome live. That's one of the best shows.
This episode is about Missy Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
We love you, Missy.
She's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've only heard maybe like 5 of her songs, and I like all of them.
Dude, she's not pretty good. She's
The top tier female rapper.
she's the top film.
What about
No, she's the best.
better than
in-
whoever I
in
was
my
gonna
heart,
say?
In my heart, she's the best female rapper ever. Who are you gonna say?
Of all time.
I don't know. I was gonna say Megan Thee Stallion or something, just to throw it out there.
Nah.
Did you guys know that The Rock said that if he could be any celebrity's pet, he'd be Megan Thee Stallion's pet?
I don't know that.
Me neither.
It's a weird answer to a weird question.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that nobody asked.
No, they asked him.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why they asked him. Interviews, I feel like in general for movies and stuff, like they have so many interviews that they're bound to get really weird questions.
That's true. They can't just keep asking the same questions over and over.
Yeah. And they get interviewed by like 1,000 different stations or
Yeah.
journalists or whatever. They're like,
Some
how
of-
am I going to be different? I'm going to ask them this weird question.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, also can you tune in our new YouTube series? It's gonna say we're gonna interview dogs. We're gonna go out there and interview people's dogs. Get street fairs or like block parties. See how the dogs feel about the. We're gonna ask them hard hitting questions. It might be rough, but it's gonna be tail wagging at the same time.
Nice.
Nice dog puns.
It's gonna be barking news.
Any kind of dogs?
All dogs.
Okay.
We're gonna question them. We're gonna ask them how they feel about being at that one spot. How do they feel about the dog community there? How they feel about their dog parks.
Mm.
You know,
I mean,
Hard hitting issues.
dogs on the street.
yeah, and then we're gonna go
Oh,
into the
Street dogs.
talk about the gangs, the dog gangs of LA.
That's what's that one game where it's the dogs? Something dogs and they're in a gang?
Nintendo dogs.
No.
Reservoir Dogs?
Closer. I forget though. Let's go with
Stray
that.
Dogs?
Reservoir dogs. They're like a gang.
Street dogs of LA. Gang dogs of LA.
Watch Dogs?
Watch dogs. That's not a gang though.
It's a game.
That one you're like a hacker.
Oh, you're not part of the Rough Patch crew? Okay.
Is that a dog gang you know about?
Yeah, that is.
Really?
Yeah.
Where
They
they, that's a real gang. Not a dogs.
That's Dog Patch. Yeah,
Oh.
Dogtown?
Dog Pouch is the spot in
That's too local.
in Paramount. We're gonna cut that part out.
It's cut. Just in case for some reason. Had to. Sometimes the audio doesn't line up and I need a clap.
Makes sense.
I just remembered in that moment, decided that was the time.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Cut that out.
Mm.
Anyways, we're gonna make a series about where we question dogs. Come watch it on YouTube. We're gonna go out and get rough and hard hitting questions, and it'll be a wagging good time.
I feel like you just had a bunch of dog puns you wanted to get out.
No,
And you'll continue to use on your dog related.
I'm serious about this. I'm gonna go interview dogs, see how they feel about the communal.
What if they
Face.
eat your mic? I feel like that's likely to happen if you put a mic in front of a dog's face.
Oh yeah, they're
If you
definitely.
don't make it smell like snacks, then why would it be okay?
Mm.
All right, cool.
Dogs bite things in front of them.
Well,
I feel like
Alexa,
microphones look like a dog toy too.
you mind if we interview your dog?
You can interview my dog.
How's it feel
He's
about
gonna-
today?
Gonna get reckless.
Yeah.
He's gonna be pouncing on you and stuff.
He gets violent. He tried to stab me. Where do you get a knife from? Too?
And then you gotta watch out for those drooly dogs. They're gonna slobber all over the mic.
That's why you use paper bag.
It's like-
Yeah, because it doesn't get wet, but also the sound travels and doesn't have much as
Mm.
instead of the plastic or the muffled.
Many layers of precaution when recording dogs you don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, always use layers.
Speaking about layers.
Have you had the new layers dog food?
Oh,
I mean,
Layers.
not you personally, your dogs. That'd
No,
be weird if you.
I
had
have
it.
I have tried. I have given my dogs a layer of dog food. It's pretty cool. They have layers of flavor. Awesome.
I never thought that people would introduce wet and dry food together for dogs, but they did it.
Yeah.
It was weird how they did it, but it's awesome.
I mean, it's the natural evolution of
Well, it's
food.
crunchy, moist, wet, crunchy. It's like what? How?
And it's weird how the dry part stays dry and crunchy. Doesn't
Yeah,
get soggy.
It doesn't.
The wet.
Yeah, it doesn't. Amazing.
It's great.
Crunch-tastic.
Should interview some dogs, see how they feel about it.
We should.
Have them try it. It's like one of those things where they have people like they test their product, like they'll go on the street and be like, "Here's my new thing," right? But instead, it's just for dogs. And then you ask the dogs how it is.
Rough and delicious.
You interview dogs. Don't be careful if they bark back at you.
What
Or
do you mean, don't be
be careful. Not don't be careful.
Just get reckless.
Yes.
There you go. Some barking news.
You guys want to write down some topics?
A rough interview. Come
Yeah.
on. That went rough.
Um.
That was pretty rough.
Christmas. All doing
Oh.
Christmas
Oh, yeah.
shopping.
Well, then it's
Uh,
not. It's actually going to be posted the week after Christmas.
Yeah. So how was your guys' Christmas?
Is this Christmas Eve?
Well, it's actually 2 weeks after Christmas. It's now
Oh shit!
New
it
Year's.
is.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
This
Wait.
is the New Year's Eve episode, or New Year's third the episode.
How were your guys' years this year? Any highs? Any lows? How'd it go?
A lot of highs, no lows.
No lows at all.
That's good.
Well, some lows. I don't know.
It's harder to
I
remember.
went to lows. Okay.
It's hard to remember a whole year.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can think back. Can you think back to New Year's Eve last year?
Yeah, I was in Georgia,
Oh yeah, you were.
so I kind of remember.
I think I was sick.
I don't think
My
I was.
birthday's New Year's Eve, and I always get sick
I was asleep.
on my birthday.
Well, that's not good. We're hanging out on your New Year's Eve birthday this
Yeah,
year.
you better stay healthy.
I'm not sick yet.
Take some
Yeah.
vitamin C.
Yeah.
Take some of that. Has vitamin C.
Pink lemonade, the best source of vitamin C.
I'll drink
It's
some right now
3% lemon juice. Don't show that on screen.
You could tell it's pink lemonade.
too. I'll drink some.
Does it actually have vitamin C in
It
it?
does.
It's 3% lemon juice.
Well, what's the? Here, I'm gonna cover the labels. Here, I won't spill it on you. How much does it have? None. It
No
doesn't
vitamin
even,
C.
No, I mean it doesn't list it at least. Not enough to
Right.
mention.
Well, let's see.
What's the difference between pink lemonade and regular lemonade?
Usually like grapefruit or raspberry.
It's delicious vitamin C.
What's actually a different flavor? It's not just dye.
No, there's another kind of fruit that goes into there for flavor.
Grapefruit.
It depends. Different companies do different things, different recipes. Also, you're supposed to shake that before you drink it because it's lemonade and it settles.
It's made
Mhm.
with real lemons. That's why.
3% lemon juice.
Real lemons, no vitamin C.
Mm-hmm. I guess lemons are not high in vitamin C.
You'd
Sorry,
think
pirates.
You'd think
Getting
they are.
scurvy.
27 grams of sugar though.
That's per 8 ounces.
I drink 17 ounces. Jesus.
Do you guys have any New Year's I would say revolutions?
Yeah, my New Year's resolution is 4K.
Oh, your monitor?
Yeah, 2160p.
Dude, ever since seeing an OLED TV, I want an OLED monitor.
My God, dude, that would be insane.
That would be
Playing
nice.
games on that.
Oof, that would be good. The 50-inch one like that. You're just like,
Not even if I had like a small monitor, but it was that clear,
Yeah,
I'd be happy.
I think they do have monitors like that.
they do, but they're expensive.
$4,000.
For that kind of monitor,
I don't know. I'm
what is it, like
guessing.
30-inch or something.
I'm guessing.
Dude, I got a 27-inch one I got from you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a good sized monitor.
Yeah.
Anything more than that is kind of too much.
Yeah.
I feel like once you can't see a monitor like in your whole vision, it's like too big.
I've seen the new giant Samsung monitor where it's like
That
3 monitors.
ultra wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could turn it and it's like 5 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
You're like,
That seems like one of those kiosks you use at Taco Bell.
exactly. It was bigger than that. It's like 5 foot. Like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 foot. Like, what do you think?
It's pretty wide, but yeah.
You're like, wait, what?
Where do you even put that?
Take on a desk.
It would take up the
It has
whole...
one stand.
Yeah, it's like having like a 2 or 3 monitor setup though.
Yeah.
But in one monitor.
How much does it run for?
I don't know.
Thousands.
I don't even know if it's like released yet or if it's just something they're showing off. But yeah, it's crazy.
And you also do 3, you can do 3 separate inputs at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, like you can multi-screen them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do like HDMI 1, 2, 3, or multi display. What else?
Just DisplayPort and HDMI. That's all things have these days.
If you guys got a monitor for Christmas...
Oh, it has a USB-C one too, doesn't it? I think it has a like the
Thunderbolt?
Yeah, the Thunderbolt USB-C display capability.
What were we saying? If we got a monitor for Christmas?
Oh, if you got a monitor for Christmas, put it in the comments.
Mm.
Let us know what you got.
Yeah.
And if you want to get us a monitor for Christmas each, you can get us with that Samsung one.
If you don't buy us anything unless you're going to get us the nicest one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't have room for that monitor, so don't get me one. Unless you want me to eat it on camera.
Ooh.
He did say, no one's taking you up on it.
Not yet.
It's been weeks.
We could
Yeah.
use that new monitor as our monitor for monitoring the show.
Monitor?
We could have one for like for a computer, one for monitoring the camera, and then one for
Mm.
monitoring like sound levels and everything all at the same time.
You know, when you say a word too many times, it starts to sound weird.
Yeah.
Monitor's starting to sound weird.
Yeah, that's how it was when he said the word monitor like 4 times in the same sentence.
Monitor
Like the lizard.
lizard.
Are those the same as Komodo dragons?
I don't
It's a
think
reptile.
so.
They're just both big lizards?
I think so.
Because I've heard that people eat monitor lizards.
I don't think you're supposed to eat Komodo dragons.
That's what I was thinking. I think that you might lose that fight. I've heard they're dangerous.
Yeah, they're venomous or something, right? Like if they bite
Bacteria.
you, it cause no, really?
Yeah, it's more like it causes an infection and kills you.
If you eat them,
Oh, if you eat them, I don't know if you eat
because
them.
that's the difference between poisonous and venomous.
Oh,
Venomous, if it bites you, you're in trouble. Poisonous, if you bite it, you're in trouble.
I've heard they just have lots of bacteria
Yeah.
in their mouth.
Mm.
then they must
Okay.
be like poisonous to a person.
Yeah.
I don't know, poisonous and venomous.
We've gone
Venomous-
over it before, I think, on the podcast. We've talked about venom and poison.
Probably.
I don't know.
Now you guys know.
Yeah.
Welcome to our podcast, episode 7.
Don't restart it halfway through. He's like, no, all of that, cut it. We're starting now.
Here we start now.
So
So yeah. Anyways, monitor lizard.
we have to pretend to be in the future of when it's already New Year's.
So it's already the new
2023.
year when this episode is out.
Yeah, basically, right? Because
Oh.
next week would be, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
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 So it's January 6th,
No,
2023.
4th?
4th. Oh, it's the 4th today?
What's the Wednesday after New Year's?
3rd.
3rd?
The 2nd is
Well,
I don't
they're going to know it's not the day because we're trying to figure out what day it is.
They already know at this point that we're not recording it the same day they get it. I posted at 5 a.m. There's no way.
yeah.
We record at 3 a.m. and then post it the same morning.
Exactly.
I've been telling all my friends we go live, and they can call in to try and mess with us.
We'll just record it not live, but have people call in.
Yeah.
And then when they miss out on the live that never happened, they'll be like, oh.
If you like to call, we'll call you when we record so we can put you in our
Live.
live.
No, in the
in a recording, so put in the comments, call me, but don't put your number. We'll get it from you.
Wait,
Now
what?
put your number in the comments so everybody on the internet has your phone number.
Yeah. Or get a fake phone number or something. I don't know.
Do you guys actually want to do call-ins though?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Okay, we should probably do like a company, like a Google number.
We have a Google
We
number.
could have a Google
Yeah, we should
number.
just post.
I don't know what it is, but we have one.
Who has it?
Google.
I mean, well, can you look it up?
We
could-
could,
Not
yeah.
right
guess it-
now.
We gotta put it like.
No,
right
we
now,
have
it's
to
like-
put it on like our Instagram and then
Yeah.
get people to call while we're recording.
Oh yeah.
If they see it while we're already posted, it's not gonna do them no good.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell them to leave a voicemail. We'll just have a voicemail service, and then we'll put it on there. We don't like.
That's not as good. We need to talk to them. We need to hear their voices in our ears as
We want
they're
to hear
speaking.
you.
We also need to have a system set up where we can record their line audio and put it in.
Do you have that or no?
I can probably figure something out.
You gotta send the contract too.
There's no contract. A verbal
Agreement.
Well,
Is a
you
contract.
know
By
what?
calling us, you agree that you're going to be on the thing.
Yeah.
We
You
have
could
to
say-
probably say that when we answer the phone.
But they
Yeah.
can say whatever they want because we'll edit it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of it. We'll just bleep the entire conversation.
Yep.
We'll just react to it. Jesus, that was okay.
We'll just say things ourselves to them that doesn't make sense to them, but then when we put in the podcast, it will make sense.
Like,
Mm.
who do you want to talk to? You? Which one? Do you want to talk to all of us or just one of us?
They have to talk to all of us. If they called and
Yeah.
like, let me talk to Fernie, that'd be weird.
Yeah. And they're like, don't let Azim and Steve hear this.
Yeah,
This
don't
is
let them
only for
talk.
you."
Don't let them hear it. Don't let them.
Sure. You're on speaker. You are on speaker, but go ahead.
We hand you a different phone and then you can pretend to talk to them.
I'm not. Yeah,
but it'll
that's
be
true.
on speaker.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna do what? Oh Jesus.
What do they admit to?
Don't tell us about crimes you're about to commit or have recently committed.
Or you want to commit? Don't.
I mean, if you want to commit it, it's fine. Just not if you're going to do it.
That's true. There's a difference between want and going to.
Oh, that reminds me of something. So here's a crime I thought of.
Mhm.
All right.
Say you were inside like a Target or a Walmart or somewhere, and you got like those boxes of candies, right? That they sell like a multi-pack. Like
Yeah.
they sell like 12 king size in a box.
Yeah.
What if you took those around the store and sold them to people?
Inside the store.
Inside the store, like you walk around to the shoppers and you're like, "Hi, I'm selling candy."
But you haven't bought them from the store yet.
Right.
Okay.
You just pick them up from the store
Mhm.
and then walk directly to people and try and sell it while you're in the store. Right? Collecting money, giving them candy.
Yeah.
Technically not shoplifting, because from my understanding of shoplifting, you have to leave the store.
Yeah.
So if you don't leave the store, they're shoplifting and you have their money.
That's true. So they would get in trouble, be like, hey, you stole that candy.
Yeah. You're fine. I don't recommend doing this. It seems like a loophole.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you're committing a crime, but you might be, but I don't know. Is it stealing? It's got to be stealing.
Yeah, it's like,
Because you're collecting the money.
Yeah. You're selling something that you don't own, and I think that's a problem.
Mm.
why don't they kick you out with the box? Like, get out of the store. And you're like, you're
You
like,
still
"Oh."
have like $20 cash. You're like, yeah, worth
And
it.
you have a box of candy because they think it's yours.
You just walk out. You're like, sure. You want to buy some candy outside
Yeah.
the store? You sell it for like a third of the price,
Then you sell it outside of the store.
Yeah.
cheaper. How much for your candy? 50 cents. For real? Yeah, 50 cents.
Dude, some of those guys selling world's famous chocolate is getting expensive.
Oh yeah, like $3 for a bar. And I'm like, oh what?
I
No.
Yeah.
think they're ripping you off if they're charging $3.
They are
They
ripping
are.
me off. They told me like it's either 1 for 3 or you can get 2 for 5 or something.
It used to be like a buck
And both
each.
sounded like a bad deal.
Yeah, and they're super tiny.
Yeah, they get smaller every year. Just like
Next time it's
freshmen.
like this, like bite size. Next time, how much is this? $3.
They're selling fun size world's finest.
I got an almond world's finest. No almonds.
Wow.
It was milk chocolate.
Did it say almonds on it?
Yeah, but there wasn't one single almond in there.
Almond flavored.
I was very disappointed.
I wish you just buy a bunch of chocolate. And see how much we make.
Nah,
That's too much work.
you have to like talk to people you don't know.
Hey man, you want to buy this chocolate?
No, we sell it online. We sell our own brand chocolate.
Yeah, buy world's famous from us.
Yeah.
We'll ship it to you, and you have to pay the shipping.
World's finest still unnamed podcast. Yeah.
Pretty mold.
You're gonna
our
sell them
faces.
mold?
Moles. I mean mold.
Moles of chocolate,
Mold.
like molecular units of
Oh,
chocolate. 1 mole each.
I don't think that's a lot. I don't remember chemistry, but I feel like a mold was a small amount.
A mole, if I remember correctly, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. A mole is a unit of. It's like a dozen. How it's a set number.
Yeah, but it's
It's a set number of molecules
atoms.
of atom. Yeah,
6.02 times 10 to the 23rd.
dude, it may be.
I think that was it.
And that's how many. But that's how many molecules. So it's still probably not a lot of chocolate
But that's how many
atoms.
of that atom it takes to weigh whatever the atomic mass is, maybe in like grams.
I don't know anymore. Now I'm lost.
It has something to do with making it weigh what it weighs.
What I was trying to say
How
is
much chemistry did you take?
I took
enough to make
high
crystal meth.
school chemistry.
AP?
No,
Oh,
regular, and
me
I got
too.
a C.
Oh, you know a lot for getting a C in regular chemistry.
I think it's because I didn't do my homework.
Oh,
Yeah.
but it's stuck in your brain. You didn't need the homework.
Yeah, I can learn without doing the homework. They just don't believe me. And then they give me bad grades for it.
That's the problem with school.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is a thing.
They don't take your word for it. I'm like, yeah, I learned. I know.
You should get a F on your homework unless you ace the test. Then they should go back and give you an A on the homework.
If
Yeah.
they do, I'll be like, if I had a student like that, I'm like, okay, sure. You're passing all the tests, like flying colors.
That's
Yeah.
why college is cooler because they don't really grade homework as harsh.
Yeah. You shouldn't get a C because on homework, even if you ace the test,
Yeah.
like it doesn't make sense.
I think homework's ridiculous. It just forces people like, ugh, I don't want to do this. I have to do extra work. That'll be my free time. If you just make it fun for kids, like, hey, this is what you gotta learn about for the test. If you get a good grade on your test, don't worry about your homework. And they'll be like, oh, they'll be willing to like pay attention in class more longer. So knowing if I do good in class, I don't have homework. So
And then if you fail the test,
that's your own fault.
no, you can redo the homework and redo the test.
Oh, that's a good thing. Yeah, that's
That
good.
would be cool. Then it's like, hey man, maybe you should have done the homework. Maybe you would have learned this.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, oh, you're right. I did need that.
Maybe you might need an extra little bit of work, huh?
Yeah.
That's questions.
But I think the main reason they don't retake tests is because then you can't learn the stuff that's for the next test.
They'll fall behind.
Yeah, I think that's the worry.
Yeah, but if you already failed the test, then they're trying to teach you the thing that you don't know, like that builds upon the thing you failed.
That's a good point. Because then, yeah,
You're just falling behind. Like they're like, well,
Even
you failed.
worse,
You're gonna just keep on failing.
you might as well learn it right, even if it takes you longer, huh?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
No. You give them the test, they fail the test, like, okay, whatever. And then you just give them the test with the answers, the test they failed, because you're like, that's your grade already, but just study up for this, and this is going to be the next test, and you'll be okay. Like, just it'll even out. And then that way they won't be like, oh, fuck, I have to study all this and learn this, and then learn that. Oh, I already got the answers for the last test, so that was my grade for that. I'll just learn the next shit, and then they can build on that. Is that what you guys just said, or?
A little bit.
Oh.
But also, I think we decided to give them homework as well.
Yeah.
Nah, it's like,
Yeah. If you can't pass a test, then you need homework.
yeah, see, if you can't pass a test, you give them homework on the next test, right?
Yeah. Or even for the one that they just failed. Like,
No.
do this homework so you.
Because say you're taking math and you never learn the
Oh, if
first
it's-
subject
If it's math and stuff, yeah, I'm talking about like
Yeah,
like
because that shit
history or
builds on each
something.
other.
Yeah.
or science.
Yeah.
You kind of need to know the stuff before for the later stuff.
The stuff you really need to know, like math
Yeah.
and science, yeah. Okay.
What if you're trying to learn the themes in a story and you fail one and then the next test is like, what are the other reasons that this adds up to that, and you never learned the first one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so they'll fail the test, right?
Yeah.
You give them the test, they fail it. They're like, oh shit, so I failed that. So you give them the answer sheet with all the right answers.
Well, that doesn't help them learn it. That just teaches them what the answers were.
Well, they get to study that a little bit, but they don't have as pressure where they have to pass that test because maybe they'll take that test, but you don't grade it super hard because the hardest test would be like everything combined, like
The final, you mean?
yeah, not the final, but like the final of like the
Like-
semester or whatever, like chapters 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Chapters you don't grade hard on chapters 1.
Mm. Did you guys ever have a teacher in school who gave you the final and it went back to the first semester? Like you have 2 semesters, right? Like you have the fall
Yeah.
and then the spring or whatever.
Mm-mm.
But like say you're in high school and you're taking a class that runs 2 semesters and then the final in June has stuff from like October.
Remember, I think it's possible.
I've
Maybe
had that
once,
before
yeah.
and it sucked. I was
Yeah.
like, what is this?
Yeah,
No,
why would you do that to someone?
It's like, dude, I don't remember stuff from 2 months ago, let alone 5 months ago.
our teacher just straight out said, "Hey, this is gonna be on the final. Like this is just the section you need to know." He's like, "It's not my thing. It's the testing." And I was like, "Okay, that's cool. We give you warnings."
You guys like taking tests in school?
Yeah, I was good at it.
Yeah, that was all right.
I liked multiple choice.
Yeah,
If they had to explain myself, my brain turned off.
it's true. Multiple choice is easy because like 2 of the answers are obviously wrong,
Yeah,
so it's just a 50-50.
Did you guys ever have a teacher that would put funny answers so you knew that one of them was wrong?
Yeah.
yeah.
They'd be like, "Who painted this painting?" And you're like, "Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo."
Splinter.
Yeah, or it goes, "All of the Ninja Turtles is D."
One
Yeah.
said Shredder, and I was like, that's fucking dope. That's
You're like, "I liked it so much, I picked it. I knew it was
Yeah.
wrong, but I liked it."
Yeah.
The teacher knew because I circled the right one, but I bubbled in the other one, and I was like, all right, he knew.
You just point a little arrow and put, "Ha ha."
See what you did there.
Fucking dope. I was like, how old is this dude?
Dude, I remember one time I was learning about like Native Americans, like California history,
Mhm.
and one of the questions was like, "What tribe is my teacher,
Mhm.
Mister Whoever from?" And like it listed a bunch of tribes, and then D was he is not a Native American,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Dude, I don't know. What if he is? Like, I never
Yeah.
asked him.
Yeah.
He never talked about it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna assume he's not, like
Yeah.
just to be safe.
Yeah.
And he wasn't, but
Okay.
it was kind of a weird question.
That is.
Like he meant it as a freebie, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Mhm.
I don't know
You
where
should
he's.
ask them after. Be like, hey, so you're Dakota, right?
He's like, that was supposed to be a free question.
Yeah. You're like, oh.
He's like clearly a different race. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
When
Could have been.
one teacher put extra credit, and then, like extra points. He was like, "What's my favorite color? What's my favorite book?" And I was like, "Oh shit!"
You're like, I know this.
I was like, "Yes." He was like, "Yeah, these people need help with that, like some of their work." So I was like, "All right, I know it's
These
like,
questions are for the kids who listen to me when I get off topic.
Yeah.
Where did I eat dinner for my wife and my anniversary?
hell yeah,
You're like, oh, they went to Cheesecake Factory. I remember this.
dude, that'd be cool to do for some students. It's
You're
like
you got the lobster mac. Oh, that wasn't a question. Okay.
extra credit questions for the ones who need it. And then you're like, "Oh fuck it, it's red."
One kid was like, really, that's all he paid attention to. He's
Yeah.
like, yes.
Ace the whole test just for extra credit. All right, cool,
I know
whatever.
exactly where you guys went. I know where you went on your every vacation you've had.
Wait, how? I was like, this is just creepy now.
Kids are like, study his Facebook.
Yeah.
Forget the test.
The most important thing to study.
Senior year in high school, and I was taking calculus, and I was failing calculus really bad.
Mhm.
And I was like, I need to get into college. I need to pass at least with like a D.
Yeah.
Like I can't fail.
Yeah.
So I had all my homework. I didn't do any homework because it was senior year. I didn't do any of my homework.
Nice.
So I turned in a big stack of homework to the teacher like in the last couple of weeks. And I was like, here's coffee too. Thank you. I was like, it was like Starbucks or something, but I was like, please grade my homework.
Was it a gift card for Starbucks or like
No,
just
like a
you
hot
got
coffee. Yeah.
Okay.
What the
I figured it would work better
Mhm.
just because it's already there.
It's right there.
Yeah. It's like you're going to need this because it's a lot of homework to
Mhm.
grade.
Dude, one time I found out one of my favorite teachers and I were the same blood type.
So you guys had a blood transfusion?
Yeah,
I
did you donate?
I showed up one time and I had the card and I was like, "Hey, here's my info if you ever need a blood transfusion." And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "You're so whatever, whatever." And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right." And I was like, "Case, buddy." And he's like, "The fuck?" But I was like, "You never know."
You just have a blood party
Yeah.
where everyone with the same blood types just trades blood.
That's just weird. But
Just
at
a weird
the same
host
time, I was just like,
system.
just in case you're in an accident.
Come directly to me.
Just in case you need a blood boy so that you don't age.
This stuff is clean, all right?
Yeah.
And in high school, I was like good tissues. I didn't do anything. Like the worst thing I ever did was like soda.
Horrible.
Dang.
Not even Coca-Cola, just soda water.
Yeah.
No, Fruitopia. That's
Dude, I
what it
miss
was.
Fruitopia.
Fruitopia was my drink.
What is Fruitopia? Sounds like fruit punch.
Think of Tropicana, but better.
It was
Yeah.
a carbonated or non-carbonated fruit punch.
Non-carbonated.
It was just like sugar water, like different fruit flavors.
If we had a pick, I feel like I've had it.
It had like weird color burst designs.
But it was good. It tastes good.
Yeah.
You like Hawaiian punch?
I don't like fruit punch, but their fruit punch was delicious. Because every fruit punch had that weird Hawaiian punch. Fruitopia was made by Coke.
Let's make a quick fruit punch tier list. I'll put it on the background. Top tier fruit punch, Fruitopia.
Yeah, Fruitopia would be one.
Hawaiian punch,
Ugh.
low. What's lower, fruit or Hawaiian punch or tiki punch?
Tiki Punch is lower.
I think so.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
Capri Sun Fruit Punch is top tier.
Oh,
Yeah, Capri Sun's really good.
What about High C?
I see. I'd
Mm.
put them mid.
Mid tier?
Yeah.
Mid high, I would say.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Tropicana?
Tropicana's up there.
That one's a little bit better than High C, I think.
That's way better than.
I've had their.
At least B or A tier, I would
No,
say.
they're under because that's what kind of Fruitopia turned into was Tropicana. Tropicana is also Coke.
I thought Minute Maid was Coke and Tropicana
No, it's
was
Minute Maid.
Pepsi.
There we go. Minute Maid is Coke. It's
You have a fruit punch Minute Maid?
I bet
Probably.
the freestyle machines do.
Yeah, probably.
so mine's is Fruitopia, but it doesn't exist anymore. Simply Lemonade Fruit Punch is really good. Then it had to be Minute Maid. Then Tropicana.
Then Hawaiian, and then Tiki.
Those guys are not even.
They're not even in the running.
It tastes grainy.
What about Arizona fruit punch?
Arizona Fruit
They have good fruit punch.
What about 7-Eleven fruit punch? Pretty good. I would say it's pretty good.
Oh, you know what's good fruit punch is Brisk.
Brisk. Oh yeah,
Yeah, iced tea.
I've had it. And the ones in the big bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the big mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but my top, like I have to say, like top tier is the.
You say that's available, but I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, it's out there.
I haven't been looking, but
They have pink lemonade. They have regular. They have
It's like-
apple now.
They don't sell like small bottles though. It's like at the grocery store, like
yeah,
by
it's a
the
big one,
juice.
yeah.
It's like a half gallon.
oh really?
Yeah.
Probably why I never got it. Is it lemonade and fruit punch or just fruit punch?
I think it's lemonade.
Oh, I don't even count that in the list. I'm a fruit punch purist.
Purist?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's already a mixture of punches. Adding a whole like lemonade to it is kind of odd. I'm sure it's good, but it's not like.
but isn't lemonade just lemon punch? Sugar water.
It's lemons and water. That's not really fruit punch.
Part of a fruit.
Yeah, but most fruit punches don't have half lemonade.
But fruit punch is also a mixture of just fruit juices.
Yeah.
It's a fruit punch.
Yeah.
So
like a
kinda the
cocktail.
fruit juice.
Do they add extra sugar to fruit punch?
Yeah, I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Probably most compared to most juices, fruit punches probably tend to be sugar drink
Mm.
I'm gonna say
with
the
less fruit juice.
Oh.
Hawaiian punch and that tiki punch tastes great.
Grainy. Not the carbonation, you're talking like the actual.
The texture of it. It's
Huh.
probably extra sugar. There's probably you can feel the sugar granules in
They
it.
just don't stir it as much.
Yeah.
Decay in your teeth as you drink it. Kool-Aid fruit punch is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even wow. How do we forget Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid.
You know what? If we're mentioning powdered ones, I feel like we should throw in what's the
Country time?
no, the
No.
really gross like half water one.
Oh, the syrup one?
Are you
No,
talking about the concentrate ones?
the one that's in powder, that's like cheapy, like low carb. Come on, packets, little thin packets.
You're talking about the ones you just put in a water bottle?
Yeah, there's a company.
No.
Forgot the name.
Okay.
Anyways, those are worse than Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Country time?
No, not Ocean Spray.
Mio? Mio's the syrup
Mio's
one.
a
you add.
syrupy one. Crystal
Geyser?
No,
Crystal
not-
Light.
Crystal Light.
Oh, those are so gross.
Yeah, those are at the bottom tier too.
Yeah.
They use that weird sugar synthetic. Just like the
Hmm. I like all those water flavor packety things, but I don't like the Crystal Light ones. They not good.
pale ones are really good.
And that concludes our fruit punch tier list.
Mm-hmm. Gatorade Fruit Punch, also good.
Oh, dude! Right after we concluded, you threw in that one. That's
What about Powerade?
I wasn't
fruit
ready
punch?
to conclude it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's a good fruit
That
punch?
concludes
Is
my
the
fruit punch list.
7-Eleven fruit punch. Sugar free.
He literally
I
said
said
like
that.
2 minutes ago, and you're like, oh, I don't know.
You're like, I don't know what that is.
I thought you were talking about because they have a fruit punch. That's a sports drink.
Oh, you're talking the hydration, whatever.
Yeah.
Relieve.
Oh yeah.
No.
Replenish or
Revive. Something.
Refresh?
Redo.
Something.
Yeah, it's basically 7-Eleven's Gatorade.
You like that better than their fruit punch? You like their Gatorade fruit punch?
Yeah, I like the Gatorade. Because
You
it's
like it more
sugar
than
free.
real Gatorade?
Yeah, I like it. It's sugar free and it's good fruit punch, and you get electrolytes. Look, plants crave.
Electrolytes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what electrolytes are.
Salt.
It's these a little electricity things that go in your body and they give you energy.
Oh. Batteries. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, they're batteries. Little tiny batteries.
That's how you know if batteries are good. Still, you lick them,
Yeah, you gotta look at me.
Yeah.
Buzz, I mean,
and it'll zap a little part of your tongue, and you won't feel it for a couple of months.
9 volts. I don't,
No.
It's not a couple. It's like a couple seconds.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yours.
just gets
whoops.
tingly real quick. He's not licking 9 volts. He's licking car batteries.
He's looking the big, those big 12-volt batteries.
You don't
Yeah.
need jumper cables when you got a tongue.
Yeah.
You just. I saw a video of a guy starting a car with his fingers.
Oh, that's
Mm.
Like just he went like that
I doubt.
on the.
That's crazy.
That would
Yeah.
hurt a little.
He probably have you
Fascinating.
seen Avatar: The Last Airbender
Yeah,
where they
really-
redirect the lightning like they go and then
Is
they
it a belly?
yeah
Or,
that's how he did it.
You don't want it to go
through
through
your
your heart,
heart.
though. Yeah. Across one hand is fine because it's only going through a little bit of tissue. When it crosses your heart, that's when things are not good.
Are you saying
you
cross
get
your
better
your
shape.
heart, hope to die?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
They show
basically.
lightning.
And don't stick a needle in your eye.
Oh no.
What do you what?
That's the thing. Cross my heart and hope to die. Stick a needle.
No one told me the second part.
Oh, okay.
But
Is there a third part?
I hope not, because it gets
hope to
just
die. Cross my heart.
If you hear him, let him cry. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
No, now I need to look that up. There's there's another part to that.
I've never even heard that part my whole life.
You ever heard that?
The stick a needle in my eye, never.
Ooh,
Isn't it if I tell a lie something?
maybe I don't know.
Cross my heart, hope to die. If I lie, stick a needle in my eye. That sounds like it's a thing. As coming from a guy who's never heard that part before,
Yeah.
that sounds correct to me.
Yeah, cross my heart. I think that's what it is.
Who comes up with this stuff? Violent children?
Elementary school kids. Yeah.
Renaissance children. They're all like, stick a needle in your eye if you lie.
They're like, we know
Yeah, Harry
words.
Potter voice.
They're probably Italian. Wasn't the Renaissance in Italy?
And France.
Not
Medieval
Britain.
No.
I'm talking about medieval times.
I don't think the U.S. had a Renaissance.
It's right now, baby.
Whoa.
Go spend money.
Weep.
No, I'm kidding. Don't.
That's a recession. Not a renaissance.
Oh, yeah. They both start with R, right? Get them confused.
Not good.
Whoops.
They're both bad. But, I mean, I don't know if they're bad.
I think the Renaissance was good.
Was it good?
I don't know. If you
Art
read
and
into it,
culture expanded, right?
Oh, I was talking about maybe the plague. That's where all these died. Because that's where Ring Around the Rosie came from, was the plague.
that was before the Renaissance.
Was it?
The Renaissance was a little bit later than the Dark Times. At least when I took them in school, it was the next chapter.
No, maybe I'm thinking about, like, promise thing. I'm not sick. You promise you're not sick? You're like,
Then they all die.
Mm-hmm.
Today we talk about the plague. You
Hey.
guys,
What's your favorite plague? Mine's probably locust.
is there one
red
where
water.
I like the frogs.
Good one too.
The frogs I don't really understand because that just seems kind of fine.
You know what? I think the frogs would eat the locusts and like end that plague, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems
Would
kind of
be.
fine.
Okay.
Frogs, I don't know, they won't really hurt people. I never heard of a frog hurting someone.
And then the river of blood kills all the frogs.
They can't breathe.
That's true. They only drink water through their skin, not blood.
Yeah.
So they breathe through. They breathe
And they drink water through their
through.
skin.
What's that word?
Amphibian? The word the frogs came up with?
Yeah, the frogs.
Ribbit?
I always wanted a frog as a kid. And I got a turtle.
Mhm.
They're easier to take care of.
Was it a teenager?
No.
What do turtles eat?
lettuce.
food?
Okay.
Or turtle food. You can feed them like the pellets.
Mm.
Were you part of the turtle club?
I feel like frogs, you have to feed real food. You can't feed a frog pellets, right? They need like insects.
Like
and
bugs
Yeah,
and things.
food.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But when they start singing too, it gets kind of annoying. Like, hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
You talking about the frog with the cane that does it? We can't see
Yeah.
both my hands. Da-da-da-doo-doo.
I've never seen a frog do that.
You never seen him do that?
He has a tap hat, then he goes.
Dude, every time he
Da-da-da-da.
tried to show me, he was just chilling. He was just a frog.
Yeah, he's lying. It was 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, like random ass times. Like I'm just like, shut up.
Did that guy ever work with the peanut guy? They could have done a whole dance routine with their top
Could've.
hats and their sticks.
Oh yeah.
That would have been good.
Dude, they could have had a little sword fight with their canes.
I know that guy was delicious.
The frog or the peanuts?
Both.
Do frogs eat peanuts?
No.
Does Mr. Planters eat frogs?
He
Yes.
does. He's like, thank you for having me over for this delicious thing of frog and all. Right, planner.
Eat the frog legs.
You think he got a little bit of salt off of himself and sprinkled it on the frog?
Might have.
It's a good thing about being a peanut. You just got salt on you.
He's like,
Yeah.
salt? And I was like, I'm good, I'm good.
I mean, you could do that. People have salt on their skin. You could
Ugh.
just put that on your food.
You're like, "Ah, this needs a little bit more salt. Let me go run a block." And you just go outside and run and drip sweat into your
Just really
food.
just put your face over like a steaming water.
That's just gonna be steam, no? Does steam make you sweat, or is that just
Yeah.
steam on your face?
Yeah, it makes you sweat, but it's
Oh.
also steam on your face. Both.
It extracts more because it makes your pores open.
Yeah, so you get way more of your dirt and oil.
You do that, and then you wipe, and then you get the clean sweat.
I have a gross story about sweat.
What you do.
I used to go swimming a lot, like lap swimming.
Yeah.
And there was like a sauna right next to the lap swimming.
Mhm.
And like way too many times, people would go in the sauna and get all sweaty
Mhm.
and then jump directly in the pool.
You.
And it was nasty. Like you'd see like clouds of oil like dissipate from them, and it was stinky. And I would like do one more lap and go home every time. I was like,
Ugh.
"Bleh."
I didn't use sweat.
It's gross. I started to go swimming like late at night after they cleaned the pools, like right after. And I'd have the most chlorine, but I didn't care. It was at least not gross.
You're just
Yeah.
like, oh, it feels so good. My eyes burn a lot.
I'd go to bed like scratching and burning, but it was fine.
You didn't shower before you went to bed?
It's still, dude, it's chlorine.
Yeah. That chlorine smell is actually chlorine breaking stuff down. So if it smells bad, it's because there's not enough chlorine.
So in a clean pool, chlorine has no scent?
Basically,
Huh.
like my pool
Yeah.
has a ton of chlorine and
It doesn't smell.
Yeah.
No.
Huh.
Your pool's also dope.
yeah. All that chlorine keeps it clean.
That explains why public pools smell like chlorine.
Yeah, because the chlorine, that's the smell of chlorine doing work.
So you want to
And you
go
need
in the
more.
morning when it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
the best
When
time
they
to be
pour
in.
all the fresh chlorine in, that's when you want to swim.
That's when I would go.
Yeah.
They do. I used to go like in the early morning, like early, like late night, early morning, like 1.
But it's also important to rinse off before and after.
Yeah. Or else it's gross.
Yeah.
Shower before you go. A little sweaty.
They have the signs. It says if you haven't, always shower before going in.
Yeah.
And then if you've had diarrhea in the last 7 days, do not go in the pool.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if people follow that
I
one.
don't know about
Oh,
that
no.
one. Make everybody hose off before they
You
go.
just
Yeah, you just stand there with a hose and spray them.
Stop.
down the crack.
Yeah.
Whoa. Why did you have to put it on jet?
Yeah.
It's all flat.
Mist.
Yeah, I would prefer mist for that.
No, mist is like
Shower?
Yeah, shower's the only.
I feel like shower's the best setting no matter what.
That's
center,
the
man.
default.
It's
That's-
all center.
Yeah.
Power plant.
Center, soaker.
Soaker.
Soaker doesn't have enough pressure to hose a person down.
You should just have flat, and then you have people just like hose themselves down real quick, and you just run out.
Like a drive-through car wash, but they just walk through it.
But it's for
Yeah.
cheeks.
Yeah.
For cheeks. You have
And then
that.
there's a guy standing there with a brush on a stick, and he just scrubs some of it.
They have
the
that
same
long-
brush for everyone.
What's
Yeah.
that long? You know how they have those pump sprayers, and you have
Yeah.
that long nozzle. Just have that one for the black. It's curved up. You don't have to.
Yeah, but then you have to keep it pressurized.
Oh, I mean, it's on the water hose too.
Mm.
Little switch. Maybe have like 2 little lines running.
What if you get like a outdoor pool, like an above
Above
ground,
ground.
like a little thing,
Mhm.
and you just make a little washing machine that people sit in?
And then it just agitates them back
There's
and
just a
forth.
jet stream.
Yeah.
Or you get like a sprinkler head and you just have it shoot straight up. Like you take it off and have like walk over it and
Mm.
it's in their ass and then like this flat real quick.
I've
like,
solved the
front and
problem,
back.
guys. I've
Alright.
solved it.
Mhm.
You have a bidet, and you go, you better bidet before going in my pool.
That's it.
Yeah,
But
everybody.
and then they come out and you spray them flat in the front, flat in the back, they're clean.
Yeah,
That makes the most sense.
yeah. We go. You guys. Someone comes over to swim. You're like, please bidet.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom and use the bidet.
Obey the bidet.
Yeah, please
Oh.
bidet before swimming.
Obey the bidet.
Please start your day with a bidet.
Have either of you?
There's
Have,
no
has
day
anyone
without
here
a-
ever used a bidet? I've
Yes.
never used one.
I've never used one.
Bidets are pretty dope.
Has your water been in front of you this whole time?
No.
It pretty much has. I was gonna ask if you were sponsored by Kirkland, but
It's just been
You
blocking.
couldn't even see the name.
No, you
said
could.
it- No, we said it.
It was.
trust me, I saw it on the TV and I was like,
Hey,
oh,
Can
okay.
you say Crackland?
You've been to
Hey,
Crackland?
Sigs. Did you use the bidet at Kirkland?
No, and I used bidet several times. Awesome.
Was it a separate standing bidet or was it part of the toilet?
No, you stand up and you just bend over. No, it's part of the toilet. When I went to Japan,
Oh, they had those
Okay.
fancy ones
Yeah,
that talk to you.
they had the, he goes, dude, you.
Konnichiwa.
No, didn't do that.
Arigato.
No, it just made like the chime. Then you selected the temperature and like the force. Then
What force did you decide to start with?
Jet.
high.
You started with high. Oh.
It's not super pressure either, because I was.
Yeah, but I would start on the minimum.
Yeah, you start low and work your way up.
Bro, before using the bathroom, I was playing with it, like checking it out and like doing
Just
stuff.
making it shoot water into the
Yeah.
air.
Pew! It got shot into the toilet across the
Lows
way.
like, and then medium's like, and high's like, I'm like, whoa.
Courtney's like,
cool.
that's the one I want.
There we go. And I was like, just like, and it goes, bing, 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 boom, and then like it turns on, and then you push the button, and then you change the temperature if you want it hot or cold. Don't do hot, just do warm, because
Hot is hot.
hot is hot.
Scathing.
Hot makes you go, huh! I'd rather get shot with cold water than hot water. That's all. Let me just tell you that.
Room
Those-
temperature.
Room temperature's the best. Like you just put it in
Or
the
body
middle.
temperature.
Yeah.
What is it? Toto toilets? Toto?
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 Yeah.
Something like I don't know.
I don't know.
The brand. I've heard of them. They talk to you. They tell you the weather. They.
If your toilet could talk to you, would you want it to like your shit or hate your shit?
I would mute it.
do
Yeah.
If
you
it
want it to be like, oh yeah, thanks? Or do you want it to be like, every time you used it?
I think I'd rather hate it.
Okay.
I would want one to have like an English accent. Like,
please.
oh my god, please can you not do Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, you had so much corn.
Why corn?
At least then you could be
Peanuts.
like,
Jesus Christ.
you like know you ate something good.
Mm.
Well, see if I had a Brit like an English accent, sound more like deprecating.
Deprecating?
Shitty situation.
But like I'm self-deprecating.
You ever be in a stall for a bathroom and somebody pokes their head in and goes, haha?
I mean,
I've heard stories where kids becoming under. That's never happened.
It's weird to me when there's like a gap and
yeah,
like
you
people,
can see people.
yeah,
I
they
don't know what
peek a
that-
little bit.
They
Yeah.
do. They look in there like I'm using the bathroom.
You're like, what's up?
I did have someone open the door on me before and like walk in. They're like, "Oh, sorry," and I was like,
Of the stall or of the bathroom?
Why didn't
the
you lock the
bathroom.
stall? Oh,
"No, it was the bathroom. It was like at Rubio's, and they had like the flat key thing where you could just open it with a quarter or whatever."
Hmm.
Like I opened it, he's like, "Oh, sorry," and I was like,
okay.
That happened to me one time. I was at a grocery store as a child and I had to go pee. So I went to the restroom. I didn't lock it. That was a little on me. I was a kid and I was like, I'm just going to go pee really quick, you know?
Yeah.
So I went pee and someone opened up the door and they were like, lock the door. Like, really, they were mad.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, chill. It's not that serious. Like, I'm just peeing.
"Being here."
Yeah. He didn't have to make it awkward. Like, I'm sure it was awkward for him, but he could have just been like, oh, you know?
One time I went to Newport Beach, and like at the beach, you know, they have the restroom with all the stalls or whatever. But the stalls didn't have doors on them, so like
Oh,
as you're walking
no.
by, it's just some dude was sitting there taking a shit, and I was like, oh man, like I could never go to prison. Like I wouldn't last. Like I couldn't handle this situation. Like I can't imagine.
What was the guy's reaction?
Like he was just like, yeah, I'm here shitting. Like what can he do about it? Like
Yeah, you gotta go.
Read it in the newspaper. What's up?
yeah, like it's not like there's anything to say. Like there was no door option, so he was just like, "Yep, this is my life."
You don't take a curtain everywhere just in case?
Yeah.
Take a little curtain.
Low poo poo privacy.
Yeah.
Those tents that you use to change at the beach.
That's
Yeah.
what I take everywhere.
Just puts that over himself.
I feel like if there were one of those in the middle of a bathroom, I'd like lift it up and look. I'd be like, "What the hell is
Hey!
this?" Yeah.
Get the bathroom here.
I'm like,
What you
"Oh,
doing?"
that's why it's there."
That's extra.
Do you guys remember? I can say it. It's not there anymore. The Nordic Fox,
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
restaurant that used to be there.
Mhm.
Those didn't have stalls for the toilet. They were just toilets in the bathrooms
Oh,
too,
yeah.
and the toilets were facing each other. Like there was one on this side of the bathroom and one over here, and there were no stalls.
Been there before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they changed the restroom, but still, it's a urinal and a toilet right next to each other with no partition. And like sometimes you'd go in there and someone would be taking a shit, and you're like, "Whoop, I gotta piss."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That happened several times.
it's still like that to this day.
Yeah, but it's
Nothing.
only one toilet, but
Oh.
the urinal's right next to it.
So the guys, you gotta go. So you're just taking a dump and pee right next to somebody and wash your hands. Oh, it was pretty wild.
Yep.
Huh.
Like at that point, the trough at Dodger Stadium's better.
Dude, I've told people about the trough at Dodger Stadium, like women, and they don't believe me.
Dude,
They
next
think
time-
I'm making it up.
Next time they're just gonna have like a trough in a row at little seats. They're like not gonna have stalls in the same room.
Should we
that way.
explain the trough if people don't know what the trough is?
We'll have to know what a trough.
If you don't know what the trough is, it's like a urinal, but just a long metal urinal that goes for like 15, 20 people.
Yeah, and they just walk up next to each other and just pee. And you're just like,
Yeah,
what the?
you don't have to worry about how. Well, all you have to worry about is how close do you want to be to the next guy. But
Yeah, there's
And
no
they get-
proper spacing, no regulated amount. You just
and
toe to toe.
there's so many people at Dodger Stadium that it's just like, well, just go get it over with.
on game day, sometimes you're shoulder to shoulder. They're just like, what? And then sometimes people squeeze in. You're like, well, why? Why?
also-
Someone goes like this,
Yeah.
you're like, room for me.
Yeah,
Why did you do that? We're already shoulder to shoulder. I don't need to be closer than that.
I also
Don't cross.
They just push between like the
Yeah.
They go in and they just start.
right at your hips. They just like, don't worry, I'll stand behind
What
you.
up?
come in a little sideways.
What happens if you're like peeing and you see another stream? You're like, what the?
Oh,
Oops,
you don't
sorry.
cross the stream.
Yeah, you can't. Everyone there has to very what's called parallel every
Yeah,
line.
just straight.
Yeah,
No, you gotta cross the streams. That's the rule.
Yeah.
If you're in the trough, you have to.
everyone points towards one center location. If you're on the left side, you got to aim right. If you're on the right, you got to
Yeah.
aim left.
There's just a big target in the center, and that's it.
Instead of a trough, it's just one bowl that everyone has to aim for.
It's like they have those carnival games, you know, where you fill up the clown's mouth and it
Yeah.
pops the balloon. That's like,
Uh,
Dodger Stadium goes through.
and welcome back. We had a technical difficulty, but now we're
Wow.
back. We're talking about peeing in troughs
Yeah.
at Dodger Stadium.
I was gonna say, I feel bad for the kids who have to pee at the trough because they're like eye level with adults
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It should be illegal for children.
to use a trough.
Yeah, as
they
a
should have their own
child,
separate kids trough.
they should. As a child who had to go through that situation, it felt wrong. Like, you walk it. First off, you've never peed in a trough before because you're a child. You're like, what the heck is this?
I mean, I feel like a lot of adults haven't peed in troughs too, so yeah, it's true. It's a weird scenario.
It's a weird thing. And then like you get there and everyone's treating it like it's like a normal thing. But then you're a kid, so like you're short, and so it's more awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And it should be illegal.
They're like, whoa.
Kids should it's not an environment for children.
That's true. That's very true.
I remember one time I went to Dodger Stadium and got to the low, like the nice seats.
Yeah.
They had actual urinals.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
What happens when you have money? You get to pee like a human being.
Yeah.
Also, they have a restaurant in the Morongo or Pachanga Club house thing. You can order like steaks and stuff. It's all included.
I'm super confused.
I thought you were naming Indian casinos.
Yeah, no,
Are
okay.
you not?
In Dodger Stadium, they have like, I forgot which Indian casino it's named after, but it's like a little clubhouse thing. And you know the little box seats?
Mhm.
If you get certain seats, that's included, and you can order food there. And like it's unlimited hot dogs, or you could order the food and they give it to you. It's
No
all
way.
included.
So
Yeah,
you can
it's
you can choose between hot dogs or steak.
steak or
And
whatever's
some
on the
people
menu.
probably choose hot dogs instead of steak. Cool.
I don't like steak. I like hot dogs.
Yeah.
Well, the hot dogs are just right there, and you grab them. You don't have to put in your order.
I'll be like, can I have the hot dog? Can you make it by grinding up steak?
They're like, sure.
I saw someone cook hot dogs like it was like quality meat. Like they smoked it and put barbecue sauce and seasoning and rub and stuff.
Mhm.
and it looked kind of good. But then I was like, the texture's probably still hot dog.
Yeah.
Like the outsides probably taste good, but then once you bite like 1 centimeter into it, you're like, hot dog.
I mean, dry rubs tend to stay on the outside.
I kind of want a hot dog.
This-
Where your hot dog place?
This podcast is
Oh.
brought to you by hot dogs.
Dirt dog. Good hot dog.
You ever had a Costco hot dog?
Yes. Delicious.
I've never had one. I've heard they're really good for the price. Are their pizzas better or their hot dogs?
Pizza.
Pizza.
The Supreme Pizza RIP used to be good.
What you do is you get the pizza and then you get a hot dog in the middle and you wrap it and then you eat it.
Instead of the hot dog bun, you use pizza.
Oh yeah.
A whole pizza for one hot dog.
That's
So
quite the ratio.
You have to like, roll the pizza over the hot dog several times, but it'd be good.
What if you chopped up the hot dog and put it on there like pepperoni slices?
No.
Okay.
To me,
The
it does not
rolling-
sound good.
The rolling method's the way to go.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, hot dogs already taste kind of cheap, and I feel like if you chop them up, except for maybe in eggs,
Mhm.
it just tastes even more like cheap. It's like extra hot doggy.
Hmm.
But Fernie's gonna interview hot dogs on his next segment.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of fun to have a segment where we'll just cut into the middle of the podcast, and then you'll be interviewing dogs.
Welcome to
You're like, and this
Dog
is what I
talk.
did last week, and then we'll show a clip.
I'd like that.
Dog Talk.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hit the rough questions.
you don't see that enough in TikToks, in podcasts. I mean, you, don't-
Barking news now.
you just interrupt the podcast to show like some other clip. I like that.
Barking news.
Breaking news at this hour.
This is Steve eating sours, and I'll just eat as much sour candy as I can. I'll be like, ah. That'll be good. My mouth will bleed. What's your segment, Azim?
Me reacting to your mouth bleeding because that sounds like something horrifying to watch.
You'll just be sitting there in agony. You're like, oh.
I'll be like, oh no, why would you do that?
I'll put a whole packet of warheads in my mouth.
Ooh, I'd actually like to see.
So I've done that not at once, but
Mhm.
like in the course of an hour, and my mouth did bleed.
Oh,
Good time.
Like the sides of your mouth or your tongue?
The sides, like I had like in my cheeks, they weren't even like really bleeding, but you could feel in your mouth they were open.
I used to really like those sour belts, and then I ate a lot, and then my tongue like hurt. Like I felt like my tongue was raw, and then I was like, I should not eat so many of these. But anytime they're around, I'll just go ham on them.
I have a question for you. If you like sour belts,
Yeah,
have you tried Rips?
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, next time you go to a store, Rips is the brand, RIPZ.
Mm-hmm.
I think Z.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're sour belts,
Mhm.
but they're only like an inch by an inch. They're little squares almost,
Okay.
and they're like rigid, like not rigid, ribbed, like
Ripple?
rippled.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're really chewy. They're good. Best
Okay.
sour strips I've had.
warheads are. I used to eat a lot.
Warheads they're strong.
Those are good.
Very sour.
So sour.
Raven's Revenge sour was good.
This sounds
Very
like a
misleading.
Six Flags ride.
No, that was
That's Riddler's Revenge.
Yeah.
it's basically like Kool-Aid powder, sugar, and some flavoring.
Yeah, and it came in a test tube.
Yeah, it was so good. It was the best thing ever. And it was like
Why did it go away?
I don't know, probably broke a lot of like federal FDA laws.
Probably. It was
Is-
just some lady making it in her backyard.
She's like, kids, Raven's Revenge. Just,
It was a test tube.
dude, it
Like-
was the best candy I ever had. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that. It's,
Wow.
seriously, like,
If you could bring back any candy, that would be the
Yeah.
oh
one.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
immediately,
Both of you?
immediately.
Wow. You know what I would bring back?
What?
The Willy Wonka chocolate bars that they only had during the Willy Wonka Tim Burton movie
Mhm.
release. Those were good.
That was alright. No, I'd rather have Raven's Revenge.
Wonka chocolate is just Nestle chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have you ever had the one that was like a graham cracker chocolate bar?
I don't think I had that one.
It was a Wonka bar. It was so
Really?
good. And they never make them anymore.
Trader Joe's has some really good chocolate.
Too, because it's not made in America.
Made in Belgium.
Yeah.
Belgium has some good.
They make beer and chocolate. That's all I know about Belgium. I don't even know where it is or what shape it is.
They also make waffles.
Oh yeah, Belgium waffles.
We're gonna get waffles after this.
We're gonna get waffles.
Are we
I don't think
seriously?
anyone's gonna be open to serve us waffles, but sure.
Oh yeah.
Norms.
No, not today.
Please,
Today
yeah.
at this time,
Yeah.
On
they
this-
never close.
on this date at this time,
Yes.
Are we getting
January
packets?
4th. They will have it.
at 3 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah, that time.
So when we get waffles, you guys have a great night.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow, recommend.
It's free.
Yeah,
Free.
Thank
it
you.
is free.
Might as well do it.
Mhm.
It'll help
And
us
then-
out. It'll help you out.
Yeah, and then when we have a paid Patreon type thing, it won't be free for you, but you should still do it.
Yeah, it'll be more fun.
It'll be worth it.
You
We'll
get a
make
lot
it
more
worth your while.
exclusive.
We'll make content and you'll be content.
Like, we could be giving you a shout out right now.
Thanks for that donation.
Yeah.
I want to thank the following.
And then we'll just have a bunch of name scrolling.
Yeah, well, we'll say them too.
Yeah.
But since we don't have any, there's none.
Yeah, so we have nobody to thank but ourselves. I'd like to thank Fernie for recording this with his camera.
Yay, Fernie.
And
Oh, you're welcome.
I'd like to thank Steve for coming up with the idea for doing this podcast.
Mhm.
I like to thank Kazim
Okay.
I like
for housing us until we get paid. He's
yeah,
letting us live with him.
It's true.
I like to think
I actually forced them to live here. I'm like, nope, if we're doing a podcast, you guys have to live here. We can't risk being exposed to the outside world.
what's up?
And
Oh
I'd
yeah.
like to
Oh.
thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
I also like to thank Azim for housing us and in a safe help.
Wow, I'm so confused now.
Bye! Episode 8 in the can.
Steve and everybody else, and all the effort we put into this. Thank you
Just
guys.
wave. The music's playing. Help me, please.